Omnisport Africa.
Bafethu, welcome to another episode, Bafethu. It is uThando Lwe Bhola. This is a place where we hunt down the love of football from the future stars of the country. And talk about the future stars of the country. Today I have one girl who she's been cooking. You know what? I've seen her a couple of times, you know, throughout the whole year. Consistency on another level. So I was like, you know what? Bring the consistency on the table. Let's get to hear and find out about who you are. But firstly, let me thank you guys for subscribing, for following us. You can also get the content at omniaudio.africa. That's where you can get the content as well, so that you can share it with your friends and everything. Talking about sharing, today I'm going to be sharing someone with here, Munashe Mugwara. How are you doing, Munashe?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, I'm too good. Are you comfortable?
Yeah,
Everything okay?
Yeah.
What did you eat today?
Today I had some cereal.
Yeah, cereal, ne?
Yeah.
So it boosts you. It gives you energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's awesome. Tell us about Munashe. Who is Munashe and where are you from? Let's firstly start there.
So my name is Munashe Mugwara. I'm 15 years old. I'm from Fourways. I enjoy reading books and I enjoy watching Netflix a lot. My favorite activity is to play basketball. I like to play it with my friends a lot. And on my off days, I like to cook for my family. Some might say I'm not a good cook, but I don't know. I think I am. That's who I am.
Okay, so next time you're gonna bring some food for us, ne?
Yeah,
so that we can taste your food. You also spoke about basketball, so you're involved in basketball. So those are the other sports that interest you.
Yeah,
basketball and what?
And basketball and also a bit of netball. I actually played netball with at my school. At Bryanston Primary, before I went to high school, I played in the netball team and I played with my sister as well. So yeah, we won a lot of trophies with the school, and it's after football, it's actually my second favorite sport.
Yeah, no, for sure. Talking about you being so good, I want to talk about where does this football thing start for you? Like, when did you realize that you're falling in love with football? Like when you recall the first day that you were like, football, it's my thing.
So it started when I was 3 years old. I was at creche, so we have to have extramurals. You need to choose which sports you want to play. So I decided to play football. It was a club called Little Kickers, and so I started from there. And from there, I started enjoying it more. I was like, wow, this is such a nice sport. So every day I would come back to practice, train every day, and then that's when I started realizing I think this might be actually my sport.
Yeah, for sure. You got a twin sister, right?
Yes, I do.
Please tell us more about your twin sister, the relationship that you have with her, and why is she not the player? Like what does she do? Does she play soccer?
She plays netball.
Oh, she plays netball.
Yeah, but sometimes, when I need someone to practice with, I'll tell her to come and help me. Yeah.
Okay, please tell us more about her. What's her name and then what's cooking with her?
So her name is Tinashe. So like I said, her favorite sport is netball. I'd say my relationship with her, it's quite close. We may fight and disagree with each other a lot, but yeah, it's very close. We understand each other. Even people are always saying, why are you always with your sister? And because we just have a good relationship with each other. So yeah, like I said, she plays netball. She goes to a netball club called Falcons. Okay. So netball is her favorite sport. She enjoys it very much.
Yeah. So how do you get to live with the twin sister? Like knowing that every time when you come at home, there's someone that looks like you, someone that you gotta share something with, someone that when you guys bought something, when mom bought something, you gotta share with her and everything. How is it actually living with your twin sister?
So yeah, a lot of people ask me that question. To be honest, it's nice, but it can be tiring sometimes. Imagine seeing the same person every day.
Yeah.
But it's it's just for, there's a joke which we always make with my friends at school. We can help each other with homework. For example, she'll tell me the answers for something. In a writing test, for example, she'll be telling me this is what was in the test. It's more of like an advantage having a twin, and that's what I enjoy a lot. And and some people didn't know I had a twin. Yeah. They're always thinking they're seeing double. Then when they find out that I have a twin, they get surprised.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember I think we firstly met at the Pirates Cup. That's where I firstly saw you. So I was like, I thought I saw the same person because I saw you playing in the pitch, and then I'm seeing someone off the pitch, and then she's wearing normal clothes, and I'm like, what's really happening? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you get other siblings as well?
Yes, I do.
Please introduce them to us.
Her name is Ningasha.
Okay.
She's 9 years old.
Okay. Nice names, eh?
Yeah.
Nice names. So what does Munashe mean actually?
Munashe means with God, and Tinashe also it means in God.
Okay.
And then my little sister's name, it means also similar to my name as well. Like it means also like with God.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So let's just speak about you having to choose soccer, because soccer, it's mostly played by guys and everything. So when you took, when you off-ramped and went for soccer and everything, how did at home take it? How did they take it at home for you to be able to play soccer and play with boys and everything? How was it for you to actually wake up and be going there and people are saying, "Oh man, soccer and everything"? How was it for you?
So when I actually first started, my mom, like, she's the one who told me this. She was also not very keen on it because, she saw it as only a boy sport.
Yeah.
She thought that, it was maybe not going to be safe. It's like, I'll get injured a lot. So she was not really keen on it. But my dad, he was the one to say, no, let her play soccer. I think this might actually be the sport for her. So then, then I joined a club. My mom started enjoying the sport, and she started being like, very supportive of it. And right now, like, she's like my number one biggest supporter right now. Yeah. And yeah, my sister as well. She was also a bit surprised that I joined football. She thought I was going to be more into netball, but I was telling her, no, I think I like football more. So, my family has now gotten used to it, and they've really enjoyed it and embraced it.
Yeah, for sure. So what other career path are you having besides soccer? What is something that interests you of sports actually?
So for me, I feel like, like sports management.
Yeah.
I'm very interested, even just seeing my coach's coach. I even think sometimes one day, do I also want to be a coach? And also in terms of also, physio and stuff, I'm also very more interested in that. Yeah. So between the two, coaching or physiotherapy, I think that's something when I'm done with football, I want to go into more.
Yeah, for sure. So what subjects are you taking so far?
So right now, these are for next year. I'm taking business, I'm taking life science and geography. So all those subjects which I chose, it's going to help me with, what I want to become later in the future. Yeah.
So how are you balancing football and school? Because trust me, you are absolutely good with soccer. Yeah, baller. Like when you're playing, I can tell that you spend a lot of time in soccer and practice and in different ways, how you turn, how you shoot. It's more like I'm not taking it away from you, but it's more like it's what boys do. In fact, you're playing way better than some of the boys that I know, but you actually becoming easier for you and everything. So how are you balancing soccer and things? Because honestly, also it's I don't know what is it. I don't want to say it's a myth or something like that, but there's a thing of good players, they're not actually good in school. It's a fact. I don't know why. But how are you then able to deal with the two, to adjust the two, to balance them, to ensure that your parents, they don't be on your head and be like, yeah, you see, you must leave soccer and focus on school. So how are you balancing the two?
I'll be honest, it's quite difficult. But, what I do is, before I go to training, I always make sure there's a certain time which I need to study, like before I go for training. Or if it's not that, at our school we have a support program. So, our school is more of like a sports school. Okay. So they understand kids, who are always busy, who always have, tournaments or football games or whatever sport you're playing to attend to. Yeah. So there's this program where you can go to your teachers. It's like an extra lessons. It's what we have there. So we can use that to our advantage to learn more, to get, lessons for them to teach us. And also, they can give us work, extra work for us to do at home. So yeah, it's more of that. And also, even after training, I can rest a bit, but then I'll also come back, also read for I'll say another 1 hour or 2 hours. So yeah, that's how I always, manage my times. And it's very important too, because, also the workload gets a lot. So, you need to be on top of your game. You can't be slowing down with work because it's very difficult to catch up again. So I always make sure to study at least, even if it's for an hour.
Yeah, for sure. Which is quite good. Gotta definitely do that, especially on the practicing side of it and things. And yeah, I think it will definitely help you to also balance the books, because it's quite important. It's quite important. We're always pushing the agenda of going to school, so that, because football's I would say it's a short career, so you gotta make sure that when you go to school, you put in the same effort and do quite good. You're speaking about your school. What's the name of the school?
It's called Stain City.
Oh, okay. Do you also play school football?
Yeah, I play school football. It's also one of the big things there. We also take it quite seriously there. So, we have lots of major tournaments we play. I don't know if like the Diamond Cup, the playoffs. There's St. Peter's, St. Stadiums. We play major big tournaments.
Yeah, for sure. You're one of the players that I've recorded both for the school and your team. So on my TikTok, I got 2 interviews of you at school and thing. And at the school side, when I saw you, I think it was a Diamond Cup, right? Yeah. I saw you there, and you lost the match, and you were literally crying. You were on your tears. That showed how emotional you are. And I had a conversation with the coach, and she was like, she's always like this. When we lose, we're always crying. So where does that thing come from? Why are you, when you lose, you cry?
It's because when you like, as a team, you've worked hard. Like you really want to win it so much, and it just it hurts to work hard and you lose at the end. At the end of the day, we did learn something from it, but it's always gonna be painful to lose something, because you want to win. You always want to win. Yeah,
for sure. And you've played soccer with a lot of I would say you played soccer with guys a lot. Can you take us on that journey until you made it to Sundowns? Can you just break us down, and who also played a crucial role for you to be who you are?
So first, I was at Supersport in 4 years in Rustic.
Okay.
So they noticed me.
Is it Supersport United, or is it what?
It's Supersport United, like soccer schools.
Global soccer schools. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I started there, and my coach named Coach Aiden and Coach Marco. They're also so those are the 2 people who played a big role for me. They're the ones who sent me to, so there's super sports soccer schools and there's the academy level.
Okay.
So from the schools, they sent me to go to the academy site for trials. So that's where I went for trials, and they accepted me. And also who played another big role was a coach named Coach Nick. He was like there almost throughout my journey. He was helping me, encouraging me, because, to play against boys, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
So I think I was with them for like 3 years. I started with them from like, if I'm not wrong, it's under 11. Then I went to under 12. And, during those years, there was a rule where like, girls could play an age down. So we had an advantage of that. So I was playing with under 12s, even though I was like 13. So, they accepted that. So I've been with them, and from there, to come to Sundowns, I moved there because there's GDL. So GDL, it was only a boys' league at that time. So, they didn't accept the girls, which I accepted. So then there was this game which we played a friendly against Sundowns. It was under 12s versus under 13 Sundowns, and my coach Nick, I didn't know why I was just surprised because we have never played against them before. So it was just more of a friendly. Then at the end of the game, Coach Nick tells me the reason why we played this game was for them to actually see you so you could get scouted. So I think it was Coach Sean who was there, and they said I played very good, and they said I should come join them. So from there, I joined Sundowns.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about Sean Bishop? He's played a big role in terms of the implementation of Mamelodi Sundowns ladies team from the youth development. A lot of players, they come under his name and everything. Can you just tell us a bit about who he is and what role has he played in your life as well?
Yeah, Coach Sean, I don't even know what to say. He's he plays a big role. He's I also see him as like a father. The way he loves, he our team, the way he loves us, the way he's always, fighting for us. He's always showing up. So Yeah, he played a big role, even with me, with coaching. I know, like, when I struggle a bit with few stuff, he's always there to encourage me. I know, especially, like, after I had an injury, I think it was last year, after an injury, you want to play, you feel so down. He was the one to, like, he was always there, checking up on me, saying that, you're gonna come back strong, you're gonna be fine. So he was like a big role model in my life. And even to our team, he was just a special person to us. And, even for him to leave, actually it was painful. It hurts because, he was, like I said, he was like a father to us. So, yeah.
Sure.
He was such a big, like, role to us.
Yeah, for sure. He's playing a big role. Right now he's in, I think he's in Qatar, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
I think Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, actually, Saudi Arabia is doing quite amazing job out there. So with the injury, I remember the injury because I've heard the stories about the injury that went out. How were you dealing with the whole thing? How did it happen? I'm sorry to bring those memories, but I think it's a story that we can share in terms of recovery. How did you manage to recover and everything? But how do you handle the issue of the injury?
So, it was a game which you played. It was a friendly. I forgot what the team was called. So, I got the ball. Then the keeper came out. So, like my leg got caught in her legs, and then like my ankle kind of twisted. So they said that I tore like I think it was a ligament in my ankle. It was a degree 1, so it was not that bad. But there was just a lot of pain. So so I had to start going for rehab. I started to have to, like just to get better. But, when you really love the sport, you really want to go get back into the game. So it was very difficult because, we had major tournaments coming up. So I think it was Engine. Yeah, it was Engine which we had a tournament coming up. And my school, we had, I think it was Diamond Cup. We had to, we had to participate in the tournament. And my team really wanted me to play. So I was really stressed, I was really sad. I was like I really wanted to play. So, I did get better, but I won't lie. I think it was kind of like, I forced myself to get better. So it wasn't, properly healed. I was still playing with a lot of pain. So I know at the Engine Cup, which we played last year, I could, for me, I feel like that wasn't I didn't play well in that tournament because, I still had that injury. So, it was very hard to play, I was always crying. I was sad, because of the injury. But, later on, I started going for more rehab. I started trying to get better. And then from there, I started getting better. But, when you play, you always start to think, will I get injured again? You get that bit of a fear, will you get injured again? So, that's how, that's what my mentality had. I was scared to play, because I thought I was going to get the same injury again. So, but later on, I started getting better and, I got used to it.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're here still cooking. Yeah. But Fetu, we're still with Munashe, an amazing player that plays for Sundowns. We've had also the first part where she spoke about where it all began and the stories and the twin sister, which is quite interesting. So, we're going to be going to the second part and then engage about the present moment and what the future holds for you. We are back at uThando Lwe Bhola Bafethu. What an amazing story that we are busy sharing here of Munashe, a Mamelodi Sundowns player, an amazing player, still cooking. I strongly believe you're going to play for Banyana Banyana. Do you imagine yourself playing for, when you're watching Banyana Banyana, do you imagine yourself there cooking and doing well? Because trust me, this year, not actually this year, but the last time they played the major tournament, which was the World Cup, they finished way far than before. They cooked, they showed the hunger. Mamelodi Sundowns also, they've done pretty well by winning the CAF. The women's team is just cooking. Do you see yourself there? When you're watching Mamelodi Sundowns, when you're watching the national team, what comes to your mind?
So it's my biggest dream to play for the national team. Even watching them, I'm always thinking, I want to be there one day. Even watching them play, I'm inspired by them, what they're doing, how they're representing our nation. Like you say, it's the World Cup where they made it. It was like I think if I'm not wrong, a record. For them to make it to the round of 16. So, it was very nice seeing that. And I'm so I always tell myself, I hope one day I'll be part of the national team, help them win trophies and to just play, get a lot of caps for them.
Yeah, for sure. Have you ever have you ever told yourself that I'm going to be going overseas?
Yeah, I've been telling myself that, also to go overseas, I always tell myself, I think first, I need to first, develop, it's very hard to play overseas.
Yeah.
So I always tell myself, I need to start developing here in South Africa, and later on, maybe hopefully one day I can go overseas.
Yeah,
it's my dream to play overseas.
Yeah, for sure, and represent us.
Yeah.
Let's try to go back a bit and talk about you joining Mamelodi Sundowns. That first day when you joined Sundowns, can you tell us about it?
So this is actually funny, but like I was actually very quiet. Right now, like at Sundowns right now, I'm very talkative. But when I first joined Sundowns, I was very quiet. It looked like I didn't want to be there, but that's what they tell me. But I actually didn't want to be there. I was just very quiet. A bit nervous. I was not really, used to it. I was just shy. Yeah. So it was like it was obviously like I would say an honor to be there. But I was very quiet. And when I first joined there and I saw like my teammates, I thought to myself, I was like, wow, they can really play. Like, you always, some people always look bad on girls and say girls can't play. They play like, bad football. But that day when I saw my teammates and, I saw them play, I was like, yo, this is good. And I even thought to myself, I was like, can I even compete with them? Because, they were actually that good. So, the first time I played with them, it was like a small tournament. I played with them. It was almost like, I'd say, my trials to get into the team. And from there, I got well with the team. I started playing with the team a lot, getting used to them. And I really enjoyed playing with them.
Yeah. So how's the energy at Sundowns? Because you guys are always winning trophies and everything. Yes, you've told us that when you guys lose, you all this crap. But how's the energy? Like, how's the mood even in the changing room when you guys lose and everything? How is it?
Our mood, it's like... I think one thing about our team is we always have team spirit. There's like our team, there's just this love we have for our team. The way everybody is friendly. At this point, it even feels like it's like family. It's not even like a team. It's literally just, it feels like your own family. The mood there, it's always happy. Of course, some days there'll be times where there'll be little fights, people not agreeing with each other. But either way, we'll still fix it. So even, when we're having a bad game, we're always encouraging each other. We're always supporting each other. Even in the changing rooms, we're always singing. Our spirits are always high. We're always excited for a game. So I feel like it's one of my favorite things about my team. We're just always happy, always supporting each other. And we're just more of like a family now. Yeah.
Who's that player until today when you got to Sundowns? You and her are very close. It's that player, even when you go into a match day, you text her and be like, hey, what's cooking? Are you coming? What's happening? Or when you lose and then you're always with her and everything. Which player and what can you tell us about that player?
I would say for me, I'd say Kat, to be honest. We kind of like, the first time I joined, she was also with the boys' side. Like when I first joined, I was more with the boys' side, and she was also there as well. So she was somebody not always talk to. I would always would engage nicely, and even on the field it would even show, because I play wing, she plays in the midfield. So we had this understanding of each other where she would, like for example, my runs, she would know when to pass the ball to me. It was like when we're playing, it's just like we understood each other. So I think my relationship with her, even off the pitch and on the pitch, it's very good. She's somebody that I was like, I've also been playing with her, and I know her.
Yeah, for sure, which is quite good. And she's doing quite well. She's the national captain for the 15s. And how is she as a human being? Like,
she's somebody you can be comfortable around with. She was my captain. Well, she's my captain, and the way she encourages our teammates, the way she has a really big leadership. Like she's somebody, if I'm having a bad game, I can go speak to, and she's just always just been the one to encourage our teammates, to tell us to keep on going, and yeah, she's just a very good player.
Yeah, for sure. She's a good player. That one, she's going far. She's going far. She's currently playing, by the way, at Ducks, first team on loan. And she's been doing well. 16. She's 16, ne?
15.
15. She's going to 10. Oh, amazing. Still young. Same age as you, ne?
Yeah.
So that there's still a long road buffet too. The future is absolutely bright. Let's talk about your future. Let's talk about how do you envision yourself in the next 5 years when you're bringing you here to do a podcast again and engaging about what have you experienced, what have you seen, what exactly are we going to be hearing from you, and how do you paint your picture in the next 5 years?
So in the next 5 years, hopefully, I hope to see myself being with the Sundowns first team ladies, where my coaches are, like Coach Andisiwe, Coach Rhoda, and Mazette. Like, it feels, it's so inspiring to see them play, and I always wanted to also be part of the team. So hopefully, in the next 5 years, I can say that I'll be part of the team, It's just so amazing to see them play.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to bring a Ballon d'Or on the table, ne?
Yes.
Yeah, must bring it. Must bring that Ballon d'Or. We want the Ballon d'Or. First female to win the Ballon d'Or in South Africa. You're definitely going to be the one. So how do you handle social media? I always ask this to my guests because I've been exposing you guys. Making sure that the whole world knows about who you are and everything. But also social media can have its own aspect, its impact. It might be negative or positive. I just want to speak about the side of you handling social media and everything. How do you handle all of that? How do you handle the pressure that people know that you're very good and everything? When you've played a match and you've scored and everything, people are on your case and everything, that, hey, you're cooking and everything. How does it come to your mind, and how do you handle social media?
So like with social media, like the first thing I always tell myself, you need to build good relationship with people. That's first of all, So that's what I always try to do, always engage with people, talk with people, just to be a friendly person. So even like, for example, like even on social media, if somebody had to comment something and say like, wow, you're a good player, you always want to like, I always respond, just the small things to respond and say, thank you. And and also, like I said, it's very important to build good relationship with people, because sometimes, if you don't, like you said, social media, they can bring you down and, they can say hurtful stuff. So, so building good relationship with people is, for me, it's the most important thing you have to do first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So who's handling this? Is it you or is it your mother?
It's both of us, yeah.
Both
so
of
she's
you guys.
helping. So she handles it, sometimes with the post, for example. She'll be helping me, making sure, what I write and what I post. So before I even post it, I sometimes make sure to show her first so she can approve. Because you need to be careful, what you say and what you do with it.
Yeah, for sure. You've went to Portugal. Yeah, I saw you on your post and everything. How was Portugal, and can you tell us about what really happened there, and why did you find yourself there? Why you?
So there was a tournament. So this was actually my first major tournament I played with my team. It was the VW Via Cup. So we won in the finals, and the prize was for the winners to go to Portugal. Okay. So we traveled to Portugal, and Portugal, it's a very beautiful place. We gained a lot of experience from it. So we had coaches from Porto. It was mostly Porto coaches who were working with us. So we got training from them, and overseas there's lots of experience, So we got lots of experience. We learned new stuff. So one of the things I learned, for example, for my position, the way they were explaining to me, showing me stuff, I think it's one of the things I think I could say I improved on, because they really helped me a lot. And even the rest of our team, we really learned a lot of stuff. And, we also played a game against the Porto ladies. We played against them. It was more of gaining more experience, exposure. And even the city, like I said, everything was nice. The food, everything was good there.
What have you learned that you are utilizing right now from Portugal? That you've actually learned, they'll be like, when I had this one, it's actually even working right now for me and everything. What have you learned?
I think if I can remember, there was a thing which the coaches, talked about. I think it was in terms of defending. Okay. So for me, in my position, I kind of struggled with, where to stand, what to where to when we lose the ball, what we should do. So I think I remember
off the ball.
Yeah, off the ball. So I remember asking one of the coaches, as a winger, how should you position yourself? What you should do. So he explains to me, and that's something now I'm applying, even through my game right now, and I can say it is helping. It's currently helping.
Yeah, it's currently helping. So which player are you looking up to? Which player?
In South Africa, I would say Zwane.
Zwane.
Yeah.
Is it just a game? He's from my town, that one. Stop player. Why Themba Zwane, event?
Like, my favorite thing about him is he doesn't panic. He's always composed on the ball. He's very smart. It's like he understands his teammates very well. Like, he knows their their weakness, their strengths. So he's just like he's just a big player, and he's just good with the ball.
Yeah, for sure. Munashe, it was really, really a pleasure engaging with you. You're quite intelligent. I saw how you speak. There's a lot of confidence. I like how natural you are. And yeah, next time please pull through with your twin sister. Would have been nice. But either way, it's just about you and your story and your player profile, which are quite excited for you to have been here and everything. Do you have words for the young kids out there, especially the girls, because I'm sure they're going to be touched and they're going to know more about who you are and the game of football, especially the female side? What can you say to the young girls out there?
I can tell them, like, nothing is impossible. If you want to achieve something, you also need to put the work in. You can't expect to get something, but you don't put effort in it. And also, you have to continue working hard. Nothing is difficult. It may be difficult, but keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like for me, it was also very difficult. And people will bring it down and say, "Nah, you can't play." They're always bringing down girls and saying this sport is only for boys.
Yeah.
Girls can't play. But I can for the young girls, I can say, you don't listen to that. This sport is for anyone, and just keep on working hard.
Yeah, for sure. Keep on working hard. She has cooked while playing for the boys. She's now on another level against the girls. There was a tournament, Champ of Champs. You did amazingly well. I think when I saw you at Portugal Cup, you lost that cup. That's where I saw you. Then Engine, you guys cooked. Champ of Champs, amazing. Playing with girls from different provinces. How was it for you? What did it tell you about this South African football, especially the female side of where is it going and everything? What can you say about the summary of those as we are closing?
I can say that girls football, it's really growing. I can say that. Teams are really growing. It's actually high competition. Like for me, even like in the finals when we played against Durban ladies, it was a good challenge. Even Cape Town Roses, like it was a big challenge, and I can say, like I said, football is really growing, and yeah.
Are you guys gonna defend it next year?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Yes.
No. The technical team that you have there, about Andy and everything. You guys
coaches.
are cooking. You guys are cooking. So I want to see you in the next 10 years coaching the girls. Let it be a circle that keeps on evolving. Ne?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bafetu. You've heard from Munashe Mugwara. I like your name, eh? Mugwara. Star player. You're going to be seeing it, the name at the back of the shirt in the next couple of years playing for Banyana Banyana. So this time we had to give you the insight. We had to give you how she lives, where she's from and everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Just leave a comment. Leave a comment. There's a comment section there where you can tell us what you think about her and who can we bring as the next guest as we are busy building the future, giving you the insight and everything. uThando, Lwe Bhola, it's a place to be. Thank you. Don't forget to catch also this interview also at omniaudio.africa. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Omni Sport Africa.